Shushy.
Is it still rolling?
Shushy. Okay. So finally, the ender, Pushing Daisies, track 12. This was a song that we always knew was going to be the ender. We pegged this pretty early on as being the ender, and so we had opener and ender like bookending the record, and then when these two songs got finished, the record really started to take shape. But I remember this demo actually came from an idea that Seb had written for Laura, his girlfriend, to sing over like a long time ago, like early Neck Deep days, maybe even earlier. You know, this is one that he just dug out the vault and was like, this is cool. It changed a lot from its demo form, but what it ended up changing into, I think, is one of the most like ambitious and interesting Neck Deep songs that we've ever written. I think it's a total new sound for us and has some creative choices in there that are totally out of the box for Neck Deep. So I really like the kind of juxtaposition and the kind of difference in the verses and the chorus. So the verses, if you let go, you might find the end holds your new start. These cycles, they keep us in motion so we can take the next step. And if I know that one thing's true, it is in fact that I don't know nothing at all. Everyone seems to think they do, but they don't care, and it's all wrong. So again, almost like a spiritual kind of connection, talking about the cycles and how these cycles keep us in motion so that we can take the next step. And actually another fun little egg, I'm not going to call them Easter eggs anymore, I'm just going to call them eggs. So there's an egg for you. Another tentative title for the record was All I Know Is That I Know Nothing. We maybe felt it was a little bit too wordy, and so I managed to get it into the pre-chorus of Pushing Daisies. The chorus, so if you're asking me, remember we all end up pushing daisies and that's the way it is. Or if you're asking me, you gotta let it go, you gotta let it be. I know that I can't change the world, and that's just how it is. It's basically a reminder, you know, memento mori, remember you're gonna die, or remember mortality, basically. There's a lot of philosophical theory that says the only thing that keeps people going, or keeps people in line, or even motivates people to what to do anything is the fear of death, and it's just remembering that. Once you come to terms with that, that kind of opens you up to a lot of freedom in your own life, because ultimately we all end up in the same place pushing daisies. You know, we all end up in the ground, and that's it, which I think is a topic that we touched on a lot with Peace and the Panic, and still is kind of carrying over into all Distortions. More spiritual shit. It's a long road, but I'm not scared. I'm so sure, I'm so clear. It's a total change of heart. It's a total change in outlook from where we saw Jet at the beginning, and that's why I think it feels like an ender, because you're really seeing this change in his mentality compared to the rest of the story. Oh no, you can't fight it, you can't fight love, you can't go back, and you can't kill time. All realizations, epiphanies. Again, that theme of epiphany really coming to light here. That realization and that light bulb moment where he breaks through and it all changes for him. Now, the big fucking ender, and we fucking love this ending. The studio that we recorded at did house the legendary Black Sabbath, and we feel like maybe we imbibed some Sabbath spirit here, because we wanted to do something drastic, we wanted to do something interesting, we wanted to end the record on a note that just left people fucking jaw dropped, you know, just like, what the fuck was that? Was not expecting that. Well, I'm sure you can see that I'm doing much better now. Me and my girl with the world all figured out. Life is a joke and we get dead anyhow. Low life kids gotta live how you wanna live. Fuck society, fuck your politics, fuck yourself, and fuck the way it is. Just end the record on loads of fucks and it's gonna make it cool. Fuck yourself and fuck the way it is. It's all come full circle. We've seen Jet somewhat return to his low life outlook on life, except his life has changed along the way. He's grown a little bit, he's learned about himself, he's found love in Alice, Alice has found love in him, and they've confided in each other. They've had some bumps along the road, but it's all been part of the journey, and that's what we wanted to show, that life is a journey, it's full of ups and downs. You don't have to fit in with the world around you, you don't have to play into society and play into the zeitgeist of the time, and you can really be your own person. Find that purpose and that significance in the smallest things. You don't have to be the next best thing to have purpose in your life, and that ultimately all of that comes from within you, and as long as you've got someone to love or something to love, we're all good. And so there we have it. That is All Distortions Are Intentional, explained as best as I could. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it's given you a bunch of insight on the record, and I'd love to hear if you guys can extrapolate your own meanings. I love hearing how people interpret lyrics differently, or if this just shone some light on what the record is about and how the story goes. That's great, and I hope you enjoy it. I've had a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy the record and get lost in this record as much as we did making it and as much as we do listening to it. So yeah, thank you very much. Cheers for checking this out. Hope you enjoy the record. Peace. Woo! Yeah. Oh, that was so fucking hard.